What is going on, everyone, and welcome to the Sports Talk on Tap podcast. We're here. You can find daily uploads Monday through Friday covering all the four major sports leagues, MLB, NHL, NFL, NBA, you name it. We're here to cover it, do fun stuff. And in today's MLB episode, it's Wednesday. You already know, if for anyone who hasn't been here, Wednesday is the time of the middle of the week where we kind of check in, see where every team's doing, standings-wise, what has changed, what hasn't, and, kind of give, maybe a preview of some upcoming series, things we're looking for heading into next week's check-in. Obviously, Nick, Red Sox fan. How we feeling heading into the AL East where, it feels like Baltimore's gained some ground back. They were 5-6 games behind. Now they're only two, what does that say?
Two and a half. 2.5. They're fighting. And
so maybe I was right. They're riding a 5-game win streak despite the Yankees riding a 3. So maybe I was right smoking that Baltimore pack as the 1 seed in the AL.
You got to feel for Yankees fans in a way because as good as they are, they're in a pretty tight ass race for being a team that's 48-21 and dominating the American League. But if
Yankees are great, Baltimore's great. It's unreal.
Yeah.
Then we've seen the Blue Jays, Red Sox tied, so the Blue Jays have made a leap. Tampa Bay has just been a disaster, so they might start selling.
Blue just signed with the Dodgers.
Yeah, Blue Jays, Red Sox, both are fighting for that last wild card spot. It will be interesting to see, do the Blue Jays keep up this momentum and, pass the Red Sox, pass your Red Sox? Will that be a thing?
Well, here's the thing with the Red Sox this year. I don't know if you can read this, but it says they're 33-34, 1 game under 500. So that means that tonight you should put all your money on the Red Sox winning because they are the kings of being 500. Okay. And if they win 2 straight, if they go 35-34, put all your money on them losing that next game.
You heard it here, folks. The betting man says Red Sox money line tonight. Smack it.
Everything.
We'll against come back the Phillies to that tomorrow.
Top team in the league against the Phillies does not matter.
We'll come back to that tomorrow. But yeah, with that being said, very interesting. The Central. The Guardians have just kept playing winning baseball. And at this point, got to be convinced that they are the best team in the AL Central. I'm excited to see what they cook up. They've kind of separated themselves from the Royals now, who are now 5.5 back, riding a little bit of a losing streak. Twins, kind of like the Red Sox, just slightly better. A couple games above 500. It feels like every week we do this. Royce Lewis at least is balling for them, so you can look at that. But,
So this is the team of just streaks.
Yeah, they'll be 3-7 this week. Next week, time we check in, they'll be 7-3, and I still won't be that optimistic. But Twins last wild card spot, Royals still in the wild card. They've been playing kind of with house money right now. No one expects them to be this good, but they're living up to the hype. And only reason they're losing 3 right now is because they're dealing with a rough streak with the Yankees. But that happens. Everyone's getting swept by the Yankees nowadays. But with that being said, and then just kind of the Tigers kind of being the Tigers, and then the White Sox, that's rough.
Should be a double-A team. They're awful. Yeah. And I say that as the Red Sox split a 4-game series with them.
Yeah, no, that means that also, that does mean something. Next division, though. Seattle's kind of picked it up. The pitching has obviously carried them most of the way, but it feels like maybe the bats could be turning the corner here. But they're finally almost 10 games above 500. They were kind of 500 or slightly below for a while. So you know what? Mariners are heating up now. 7-3 in the last 10, 3-game winning streak. Kind of really just taking advantage of an awful division where the Rangers, Astros, Angels, our Athletics are fighting in their last place now.
Man, but they're rough. They're rough.
Yeah, but it happens. It's still, Seattle's just the best team in this division, carried by their pitching. But you know what? If their bats could get even more hot, that would be something to watch for come playoff time.
They're starting to pull away with this division, I think. If they, Rangers are playing the Dodgers right now, and the Dodgers, I don't know if you saw like highlights from that game. The Dodgers just beat the piss out of the Rangers last night. So if Mariners continue their win streak and the Rangers just can't find it, I mean, we're probably going to see Seattle starting to pull away with this division pretty soon.
Yeah, it probably is. NL East, Phillies best team in baseball, arguably. They're just kind of coasting. Braves are struggling without Acuna, and the Braves have just kind of been dealing with some injuries all year, and that happens. Still think they'll be a wild card team, but they're struggling right now.
Nationals are pushing. They won 4
lost
straight.
4 in a row.
They're
Yeah,
climbing up the tail.
Nationals have gained 4 games on the Braves. They're still 5 back of the Braves, but the Nationals could be a sneaky team if they continue this to get a wild card spot. Otherwise, though, we know the Mets and Marlins are just not going to be there, barring a drastic streak. So that kind of sums up the NL East. Phillies best team in baseball, arguably. Braves, good team that's just dealt with a lot of injuries. Hoping to get a wild card spot. And then the Nationals, surprise team probably, even though they're a couple games below 500. Everyone probably expected them to be where the Marlins are right now, but they're hanging tough. With that being said, though, next division, I feel like the Central has been the one division that's kind of never changed. We know the Brewers are like
it's changed.
It changes in like a mid-off. It's like
the lead has not changed. The Brewers, but look at the Pirates are climbing. Paul Skeens has made a difference. Like they're one.
It's a battle of mid. It's a battle of mid there. The Pirates and Cardinals, 2nd to 5th, are separated from half a game. Yes, it does change in a way, but it really doesn't. No one's scared of if the Cardinals are the 2 or the Cubs are. They all are just mid. And I hate to break that news to everyone. Brewers are just the consistency of a good team. Always going to be like 11 games above 500, 10 games. We felt like we've done this every week. But every other team is just kind of having a mid-off in that division. And we'll see who pulls out, who prevails. But yeah, it's literally separated from half a game, which is kind of crazy, all 4 teams. So I think that goes to show all 4 teams are around the same skill level. But, we'll see. Maybe the Pirates continue this momentum and, get hot. But I just find it interesting how the Pirates are a -22 run differential and the Reds are +13, but yet still Pirates are half game up on the Reds. Crazy how baseball works.
I think it's how the Pirates started the year. The Pirates pitching started the year awful. Like Mitch Keller started terrible, but the past, I want to say 3 or 4 weeks, since they brought up Skeens, really, their pitching has been really, really good. So
yeah,
I think
that's fair. Either way, though, I mean, we'll see if a team can get hot from here, or does any team tank, and really separate themselves as the worst team in this division, because you can make an argument for any one of these 2 through 5 teams being the worst in the division. West, I stand corrected. This is a division that's never changed. We have always seen the Dodgers won most of the way. Crazy run differential. Padres always staying around 500. Giants always like 1 or 2 games back, and same with the Diamondbacks, a couple of games back to 500. And then the Rockies just at the bottom of the ship, like always. Dodgers going to obviously regular season team. They're going to win a lot of games, probably around 100. Padres are just kind of going to be middle of the pack, 80 wins or something like that. And then Giants, Diamondbacks. So it's looking like, unless barring a crazy streak, they're going to win like 80 games as well. But just kind of represents what the division is. Dodgers' best team. Padres have a lot of talent that just can never really.
They stink at home. Weird.
Yeah, can never really sustain it, go on a winning streak. Giants just kind of in the middle. Same with the Diamondbacks, and the Rockies are just the Rockies. But yeah, kind of sums up the division so far. And then if you look at the wild card standings, obviously Red Sox, Blue Jays only like 1.5 games out of the last spot, which my Twins hold right now. So go Twins. But yeah, should be interesting to see what happens.
NL wild card pretty tight too. I mean, it's pretty much just the NL Central. You got 1, 2, 3 teams, all 4 teams half game back.
So do the Giants hold the last wild card spot?
I believe if the season were to end today, I believe there would be one game that would decide.
So shout out to this is something to keep an eye on because the wild card race with the expanded teams makes it a lot more interesting, a lot more tight. And you can see right there, if you're the Cardinals and you look, or Nationals and you look and you're like, crap, we're the fourth worst record in the NL. You're only one game out of the wild card spot, boys. So this is going to be an exciting race to watch as, maybe some teams start separating themselves. But, it'll be good to keep an eye on as we enter, June. We're in the stretch where we kind of know where every team lies. So should be exciting. But with that being said, probably going to be another good week in baseball. For my Twins, just, beat some teams. Royce Lewis, keep mashing. Do your thing. I know you're thinking.
I just realized that. That's ugly.
Same for the Red Sox.
Yeah. I mean, we got the Phillies for 3 games right after the
just win one. Just win one.
They lost yesterday, so I don't know about that. We got the Yankees right after too, so this is gonna be a rough
maybe the Red Sox a week from now will be a couple games out, but no panic because maybe they'll get some bad teams because they're definitely losing both of those series. With that being said, let us know in the comments what your main takeaways so far are from the MLB season, and make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.